Hello everyone, happy hump day. Hopefully you had a great day so far. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. So it just looks like one really big accumulation, manipulation, distribution model. This is the 5 minute. Let's look at the 15. So this is 15 chart here. Let's see. We've got a... Yeah, it looks like we're finally heading back down. Yeah, we rejected that 4-hour bearish order block from the overnight session. Pull that out to there. We'll make that blue. Okay. Blue. Actually, maybe not that blue. Cool. That looks a lot better. Okay. So yeah, this is a 15-minute chart. So we've got accumulation, manipulation, distribution, and it's actually a double liquidity sweep. I forgot what it's called, but essentially you have a consolidation range and then it sweeps one side of the range, sweeps the opposite side, and then it goes the opposite way. So looks like we've got 15-minute SIBI here. And then we've also got one here. Then it looks like we've got one here as well. Okay. Go to the 5. This is what we got on the 5 minute. And then this is the 1. So we have first presented for value gap in this current 4-hour candle that started at 2 o'clock. So now, is it gonna do this, that, this, and then that? Or is it gonna do this, down, retest that, and then go for the low? Those are the two scenarios right now. The two possible scenarios, at least. I need to change the offset of this. By 50. Oh, holy crap. Okay, well, we need it on the chart. Okay, a little bit better. All right, so what are we going to do? Let me go back to the 15. Current interval and below. Current interval and below. Current interval and below. Okay. That way we don't see it on the 1 hour and the 4-hour chart here. Let's see, this is the lowest wick, so I'm going to grade this. Then I'm going to extend it to the right. So again, these are the two likely scenarios based on where we're at right now. This is the first presented for value gap of the current 4-hour candle. So if we can hold this for value gap, then I think we're more than likely going to go higher. But if we displace and we get a closure down, then we're most likely going to continue down. So let's see how this plays out here. Let's see, standard deviation. So this is the lowest point. So we can either go here or there. I'd probably focus on that. So let's see. Let's stick to the 5. So this is the lowest point. We could probably go to there. So let's see where this takes us. Let's see. I'm gonna try inversion of this first presented for value gap. Let's see, 5 minute here, so we do 1. Let's see. So this leg is what took out liquidity there. 2 would be right here. So let's see if we get a flush down for continuation. Now we've got our tracement area here. Which also lines up with this liquidity right here, so and then if we get a flush, we could potentially come down to here. Okay, so I'll take 1 off here. And then final TP will be here. So far we're getting a nice reaction. Nice rejection of this first presented for value gap. Let's see if we can continue. Let's see. So if you look at this, this is the 4-hour chart. If you look at this, this is the current 4-hour candle, this is the previous 4-hour candle, and then this is the candle before the previous one. But I essentially graded this wick, extended it out to the right, and you could see how this current 4-hour candle went up, touched the low of that wick, and then we started rejecting back down. So this could be a potential immediate rebalance. So it comes up, touches that barely, and then it flushes down. All right, so yeah, we're just gonna let that marinate. 15 minutes until the next hourly candle, so it could potentially come back up. Yeah, I'll let that marinate. Hold on one second, I'll be right back. All right, nice reaction off that level. Let's see if we get some continuation. What we do have to watch out for is a potential OTE retracement from this dealing range. So this is the low, this is the high, this is our OTE. So if I extend this out, if I extend this out, I would like to see a closure below that level. Okay, yeah, we're actually selling. So you probably don't even need it. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. So yeah, first TP is going to be down here at 2. Which is why I have a buy limit there. And then my last TP is going to be at 4. But judging by how it'll look at 3, I might take it off at 3. Beautiful continuation. Going right for that liquidity. And then once we hit first TP, my stop will go to break even on the last contract. Macro is going to start here in the next 40 seconds, so that'll probably send it a lot lower. Oh, there we go. So there's first TP. Stop on the last one to break even. So let's see if we get an actual flush all the way down to 4. Four-hour immediate rebalance playing out nicely. So here you have to be careful because it could potentially reverse off of this level. Or it could do a deep retracement. We have a 5-minute chain of stated delivery here. Five-minute chain of stated delivery. Oh yeah, we're going down. We're going down. All right. So watch this level. If we close below it, if we close below this, it could potentially use this as an inversion and then continue all the way down. But either way, our stop on our runner is at break even. So we already made money and there's no way we're going to lose money at this point. All right, 50 macro started. That means that the 5-minute, there's a 5-minute for value gap now here. So this is a 5-minute sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So let's see. I'll put my stop there. Drag it down just a little bit because I want to see it just flush down now. But it needs to flush past this 2.5 with speed. We don't want it to like consolidate in this area. We kind of want it to just blast through it. So no consolidation. I will allow a pullback, but I don't want to see a candle closure above the halfway point of this SIBI. So I don't want to see a candle close like up here. It can come up there and retrace it, but I don't want to see a candle close above it. I want to see a flush. So quick move here. So the same way that this move down kind of just ate through this low. So this sell side here. So that sell side and this sell side, the way that this move just ran right through it of this sell side and this sell side, I want to see that happen here. So quick move down. But like I said, I wouldn't be worried too much about a retracement because, you know, we still could retrace a little bit before continuing lower. Because we still have this 5-minute SIBI here. Well, actually, we still got 2 more minutes. So technically this isn't a SIBI. We've got a 5-minute SIBI here. And then, yeah, in 1 minute and 20 seconds, this will officially become a SIBI depending on where this current 5-minute candle closes and the new one opens. But wicks up top, that's a good sign. Whenever you're trading standard deviations and you're doing a market maker model, you want to be prepared for the 2 and 2.5 standard deviation level to reverse, because it could still reverse from here. I don't know if you've seen my YouTube, or my YouTube. I don't know if you've seen my Twitter post last night. Let's see. I actually made, so look, if you look at this, so see how we went down to 2 from this manipulation leg? So manipulation down to 2, and then from here it just went higher. This one, it kind of just retraced a little bit, and then it continued to 3, and then it reversed the trend. And then same thing here, low, manipulation, up to 2, 2.5, and then we reversed to do a deeper retracement before going higher. So you always want to be prepared for that 2, 2.5 potential reversal or deep retracement. So that's the reason why whenever it hits 2, 2.5, I'm usually taking profit and I'm dragging my stops to break even. Okay, so new 5-minute started, which means now we have our 5-minute SIBI, which is here. Okay. So yeah, we don't want to see it. We don't want to see it close above the halfway point of this SIBI here. Let's see. I'll give it a little bit of room. I'll drag it up to there. So still kind of at break even, but if I got stopped out, then I'll look for a potential re-entry to go short, or we'll flip it long depending on how the candlesticks look in this area. So that's how the 5-minute looks. So again, looking for something like this and then continue down. So this is the reason why I said I wouldn't mind a retracement up, because it needs to reprice this fair value gap or revisit this fair value gap, and then it could potentially continue down. So that's the reason why I was fine with it. As long as we don't get a close above the halfway point, should be good. So exactly what I was looking for. Candlestick did not even reach the halfway point, and then now we're rejecting again. So this is where I want to see speed under this low. Let me see. Want speed under here. You can tell if the move is going to continue if you get speed through key levels. So if we get speed through this low, then it's probably going to sink really quickly down to 3 and then potentially 4. New hourly candle is going to open up in about 45 seconds too, so Look at that. We just started streaming about 30 minutes ago. We're already up about 3K, 3.5K on the day. Now, sometimes I would trail my stop to this swing high because this is the swing high that rejected and started sending us back down, but there's still the potential that this high can get rated one more time before it starts actually going lower. So that's the reason why I'm leaving my stop where it's at. So yeah, we need speed under here to see if it's going to continue down. Right now we just whipped below it, so look how the candlesticks are respecting the 5-minute chain of stated delivery as well. So the candle bodies aren't going back above the chain of stated delivery. It did wick up into there, but it was just revisiting the 5-minute SIBI. Yep. It's not really showing the speed that I want. Needs to be a flush. Not this freaking indecisive shit. We need a flush down. That's fine. Pull back up into the yellow box is fine. We don't want a candle closure above the yellow box. Preferably, I don't want a candle closure back above the halfway point of that yellow box. If we get one more tap into this 5-minute SIBI, then I don't want it to go back up. I want it, I'd want to see a tap of the bottom of that 5-minute SIBI. Maybe even go back to the 5-minute chain of stated delivery, but after that, I don't want to see it go up anymore. But it could still do that thing I said where it runs this high one more time and then it continues down, but that's actually not good. So we might actually flip here. Let's see how it looks, because we did run out that high now. Let's see. So the reason why I say this doesn't look good is because the candle bodies aren't closing below the halfway point of this reversal block. So we're wicking down, and then the bodies aren't doing, they're already giving us clues that this might actually reverse from this block. Let's see. Come down one more time. Come down to the low. Yeah, there you go. All right, so I'm gonna try that. So we're flipping gears now. See if we get a bounce here, or if we're going to continue lower. Nah, that bitch going down. Yeah. All right. Okay, so it's rejecting that again. So it actually did what I freaking said the first time. It's going to take out that high one more time and then dump. So 1 minute candle, next 1 minute candle is in 10 seconds. So on the next one up, if it doesn't just flush down, I'm going to get back in short. So we pretty much gave back a little bit of our second trade's profit, or our runner's profit. Oh no, that thing's just going. Come up one more time before you drop. Come on, 30-second candle. It's probably not going to come back up. So this speed is what I wanted on this move down, but it wanted to take out that high one more time. So that's the reason why I said, like earlier when I said usually I would trail my stop above this high, because I had my stop over here, and then once we started going down, I said sometimes I trail my stop to this swing high, but sometimes they like to run it one more time before they send it lower, which is exactly what they did here. So now I don't think I'm going to be able to get back in without chasing. Well, maybe. Let's see. So I'll add one there. Then I've got this one here at that fair value gap. Yep, there we go. And then stop loss. I don't want to see it come back to that SIBI. I just want it to flush now. Okay, so 5 minute. Yeah, so this, we're about to close below this reversal. So at most, I would only want to see it retrace to the bottom of this orange candle. So you could even put your stop there. Or let's see, we'll do one here. And then we'll do the last one. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it should sell off now. It'll go with speed now. After we did this retracement to take out that buy side, it should just drop now. But we are in 3 already. You can get a reversal off the 3, 3.5 area as well. Not just the 2, 2.5. Let's see, if I go to the 30-second. Let's see here. So this one doesn't really have a leg to go off of. Can go off that, which would put 2 over here. So 2, 2.5 of this leg is right here, which lines up with our 4 standard deviation on the other manipulation leg. Yeah, there you go. So now we need speed underneath this. And then 4 is way down here. So we could potentially even come down to here, way past this manipulation's 4. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Come on. You know you want to. All right, you can sync it now. All right, same thing, but over here now, because this is the new low. Low 297.5, open 290.75. Nah, I'm gonna keep it. I still think it'll come down. Fix my internet, it's buffering. Oh shit. I wonder. I wonder if my fan has anything to do with it. Sorry, it's fucking hot as fuck right now. So it's probably messing with all of my shit. Because I live in the UK and there's no AC in our house. So I use a fan and it's hot as balls outside today. Like it's 8:20 p.m. and it's still hot as hell in my house. So it's probably like the heat's like messing up my devices and shit. Let me know if it's better. Yeah, this shit. If it doesn't drop now, it's gonna reverse. Which would line up with the 1 hour power of 3. There you go. Yeah, so no speed under here. We are inverting this. Yeah, so it's probably going to invert this 1 minute Sibi here as well. Okay. All right, so if we are going to reverse from here, then this would be our, well, let's look at the 5. So nothing on the 5 yet. On the 1 minute, we have this manipulation leg. So that gives us our new levels. And then that would be 2, 2.5 here. So retracement reversal here. And then, yeah, we're going to invert this now. So we're going to come down, blast up. Okay. Yep, there we go. Yeah, so we are reversing this. So this is now the 1 hour PO3 to go higher. So now the current 1 hour candle, we're creating the body. So now we want to see this just go higher and higher and higher. And then if you look at this 1 hour candle on the bottom right, you'll see it just expand higher. Let me get rid of all this other stuff. Current interval on below. Let's see. Yeah, so it shouldn't even come back down to my entry. It should just use these levels as support to help push it higher. So I don't even want to see it do any retracement at this point because we already took out everybody that was long here. Yeah, so there you go. I find that my problem with trading power of 3, whether it be the 1 hour or the 4 hour, is finding, how do I say this? Realizing when the trend is over and it's about to flip. So the move down that we were trading, that was basically the 4 hour retracement, or the 4 hour power of 3 down, and then also the 1 hour power of 3 down as well. But the current 1 hour candle is flipping now. So the move down was only to create the bottom of the hourly candles, to create the bottom wick of the current hourly candle. So now that we've created the bottom wick, that's the reason why I said I don't want to see it do any retracements, because we already created the bottom wick of this 1 hour candle. So now it should just expand higher to create the body. So we hit 3 on this leg. We hit 3 on this leg, which is a level that you can reverse from. So we hit it, starting to go back up. We're not going to hit 4 most likely. So now what you do, now that the trend is reversing, you basically take the manipulation leg of the new trend and then you project that up, and then it'll give you targets to the upside. So I'm going to get rid of these because it's no longer valid at this point. And then now we're just going to focus on this sequence of price now. So now the trend is reversing. So now we have levels to the upside to show us where it could potentially start to stall out or where it could potentially reverse. So yeah, now we want to see speed above this high. So we need speed above here. I'll get rid of this retracement reversal because you guys already know the game. Let's see, 5 minute. New 5 minute opens up in a little bit less than a minute. Let's see. There you go. Yeah. So now this should work its way up. And then, yeah, like I said, we want speed above here. What other people do you know ride one trend down and then they reverse it the other way? Not many people do that. They just trade it in one way, and then once they get stopped out, they're done. But the way I trade, I can tell when it's going to reverse and continue the opposite way using 1 hour and 4 hour power of 3 and market structure. But there are times where I do get chopped out, like we did here in the bottom and over here. There are times where I get chopped out a little bit, but as soon as I recognize that we are going to flip and reverse, that's when I change gears and I ride it the other way. So yeah, now we're up a lot now. But yeah, we still need speed above here for me to feel confident that we're gonna come back up to here. Look at that. There you go. So now, yeah, 4 hours working its way back up. Hours working its way back up. Then we have a 1 hour fair value gap right here. This is a 1 hour SIBI. So let's see if price is strong enough to get us back into that SIBI at least. That SIBI is like way up here. So that's like way above where my TP is at. What the hell is this? Get out of here. Bunch of spammers. All right. So we bounced off the low of this 5-minute SIBI. So now I expect it to run higher from here. So support and resistance traders, This is what it's doing. So high, it's going to use the low as support, then blast off. It could potentially retrace back down to here. So we're working our way up. So yeah, it could retrace potentially back down to here, but I'm still expecting a run higher. It's consolidating right now. Yep, here we go. Give me the fuel, boy. There we go. Need speed above here. There we go. So this is what I needed to see down here, but because it didn't give me that, and then we started inverting this, and then inverting this, I was like, oh, this thing is gonna fucking go the opposite way. Yep. So there's our speed above here. That's an ugly color. Can barely see that motherfucker. Yep, there we go. So we didn't end up retracing down to there. So yeah, we're using this 5-minute SIBI as support. So now we want to see a candle close above here. Drag stop to break even. So we at least don't lose money. Especially since we're up a lot already. Get rid of that. So yeah, now we're just riding this 1 hour candle to the upside. So the candle body creation is what we're riding up right now. And this is essentially how I trade. Every hour, every 4 hour, depending on when I want to trade. Because as long as you know how PO3 works and you can spot the clues that tell you when it's going to reverse or how far down or up it's going to go, you have a pretty consistent model that works every hour and every 4 hours, depending on which PO3 you're going to trade. Beautiful move. So yeah, our final target is up here. I'm gonna take one off. So I took one off here just in case we reject this and come back down. So at least take some off the table. I'm gonna move my stop up just a little bit. So let's see how we react here. But it should be just a clean move up. But we might pull back even just slightly before continuing. We might. Because we have this fair value gap here. We have that fair value gap. And then we have this fair value gap here. On the 1 minute. How does a 5 minute look? So we got 5 minute fair value gap here. So we have 5 minute fair value gaps down here. Oh shit, I just realized we've only got 20 more minutes. We've got only 20 more minutes of the day for this trading session. That daily candle looks weak. So it looks like we're revisiting that. Now we'll put this one here. If we don't quickly come back up, it's gonna dig deeper. Yeah. All right, I took it off at 1800. I think we're gonna come back down to here first. Let's see, because this is our new dealing range. So from here to here is our dealing range. Why? Oh god. Oh, that is definitely not. Oh, let's use that again. New 5 minute candle opens in 18 seconds. We did hit 2.5 here. Tell you, man, these freaking retracement reversals are on point. This candle here doesn't have a wick on the low. So that's the reason why I think it's going to dig deeper It's gonna come into equilibrium, potentially all the way back down into optimal trade entry. I'm gonna get rid of this 1 minute SIBI because we already inverted that. Same thing with that. No, going way back up. Let's see. New 1 minute. See if we get our target this time. Oh. Macro starts in 2 minutes. Well, technically the market on macro is already happening, but there is the 50-10 as well. It should speed up here soon. Yep, just like that. Watch it just run straight for 4. Okay, so this is no longer valid or needed. Oh, it's 850 or 350. That's why it's running. It's your 5010 macro. Ten more minutes. Just gonna use that retracement reversal block for support. It's gonna run for 4 here. There he goes. It'll take it there easily. With the way macros work, easily hit that target. And then look at the 1 hour candle. We're still riding the candle up, the candle body up. There it goes. There it goes. Oh, 4 standard deviation. Let's go. Drag this into profit. Because now it's more likely to hit my TP than it is to stop me out. I'm gonna have to look back at my stream because that guy said that. Hold on. Who was it? I don't even know how to say his name, but he said in the chat that my stream was buffering, but everything looks excellent on my side. I don't know what he's talking about, but new 5-minute candle is coming down. a little bit. That's why you had that quick drop. Come on, give me my TP. I'm gonna take one off here. Secure another 1,000. And then I still got a run. I got one more runner for my final target. Because this 5-minute might pull back deep. So I'd rather take some off here. Just in case it comes back down to my entry, which would stop me out. See how we touch the top of that box? Look at that. Just a little love tap. And then look at this candle here. This candle opened up right at the low of that first presented for value gap. Precision! And y'all say there's no algorithm. Nonsense. Nonsense, I tell ya. Honestly, this might actually run for this. So let's see if we can squeeze out an extra $2,000 and get back up to that 1 hour SIBI, which is way up here. We've got 2 more minutes, well, a minute and 40, well, a minute and 15 seconds left on the trading session. So let's see if we can run to that internal liquidity on the 1 hour. And if we can hit 4 standard deviation at least. Yep, look at that 5-minute. Look at it go. We're still in the macro. The 1545 to 1600, and then we're still in the 350 to 410 as well. So this is a perfect market maker buy model. And then we have our target here, and then we have our target up here. So that's the reason why I moved it up, because I think we're gonna run for this high right here. Yep, 30-second is inverting this. So here it comes. We've got 15 seconds left on the day. I'm gonna drag this to here, just in case. And then we'll watch the 30-second here. Take out that buy side liquidity. 2, 1, 0. Let's see. Drag it right there. Flash. Flash higher. There it goes. There it goes. Send it. 564.25. Come on. I'm dragging that to the halfway point of this first presented for Valley Gap. There it is. Come on. Come on. There you go. Beautiful. That was a $3,000 trade there. We secured 1,000 over here. Let me see. I forgot the positions we did over here, but yeah, we're definitely up on the day, at least 4 to 5K, even with the chop that I got trapped in. But yeah, look at that. Beautiful. And then look at the 1 hour candle. So this 1 hour candle, we rode from the bottom, and then this current 1 hour candle is what's sending it higher. And then we already took out this Fair Valley Gap. Beautiful price action. But yeah, that's it for me. Hopefully you guys learned something, or you see how I trade. Freaking beautiful day. But that is it for me. I don't know if I'll stream Asia tonight because I need one more trade on my growth account to get my third payout for the month on this account. Let me see. I'll pull it up. And I gotta trade the other 4 accounts that I have as well. So this is the first account that I got. Tomorrow or tonight in Asia, if I make another 250, that's another payout, which this time is 4,000. And then I passed all these 4 yesterday, and I logged the first day. So if I get another, if I get 2 more $2,000 days on these 4, and then 2 more 250 days, I'll get a $2,250 payout for each 4 of the, or for each of these 4. This one's going to be another 4,000. And then the next payout on these 4 will be 3,000. And then it goes to 4 and then 5. The 4th payout I get on this account will be 5. But that's if they don't move me to live. Because after I take the 3rd payout on this account tomorrow night, once it calculates tonight's trading as the 15th day, they might move me to live, but then these 4 won't make it to live because I wouldn't have gotten a payout on these yet. But it's okay because they'll reimburse me what I paid for these accounts, which was almost $1,000 because it's 240 for each. I bought 4, passed it in 2 days, and then I logged the first day. So I might trade Asia, or I might stream Asia's trading tonight. We'll probably, if I do it, it'll be a live trade, and I just need to log 250, and then that'll count, and then I'll get the payout on that, and then we'll see, judging on price action, we'll see if I'll trade these 4. But that is it for me. Again, hopefully you learned something. That was a beautiful 1 hour and 4 hour power of 3 trade. I mean, look at that 4 hour candle. Beautiful. And then same thing with the 1 hour. And then we mapped it out ever since the low. And judging by how high this went, we probably could have went off of this manipulation leg instead of that small one. But I was kind of being conservative. When I want to be conservative with my targets, I'll use the smaller manipulation leg. But you know, in hindsight, we probably could have used this one, which would have put 2 over here, way up here. So see how it's like kind of struggling? Well, technically it's still going, but... So we hit the halfway point on that already just now. Let me see. Hide drawings. Oh, well, I guess. Oh, we're back at midnight. midnight, 8:30, 9:30. Yeah, this is beautiful. So if this doesn't stall out here, it's gonna run straight for 3 and then potentially pull back down to 2, 2.5, and then it's gonna run for 4, which is here. Because if it runs straight to 3, then it's doing an express run and it don't stop at 2, 2.5. It just runs straight to 3, pulls back to 2, 2.5, and then it runs for 4. But I'm not gonna stay on any longer to watch that. But yeah, that's essentially how I trade. I'll probably use tonight maybe to make the next video on my How I Trade ICTs concept series. And then we'll start digging into the actual model and strategies that I use, like how I just showed you guys live. We'll start digging into how I use it and what I'm looking at. But that's it for me. Again, hopefully you made some money today or this week so far. Hopefully you learned something at the very least. We are definitely up on the day. I didn't keep track, but with the trades that we've been taking, easily 5K, 6K we're up right now. Even with the losses that I took, it's beautiful, beautiful price action. And then you'll like go on Twitter or you'll like read posts and people are like, oh, this price action shit, whatever. Like, bro, we traded it down and then we swapped it and then we rode it all the way back up. Like, it's not choppy or it's not trash. Like, you just have to learn how to read it, bro. But have a wonderful rest of your day or night. If I decide to stream live later today, I will put it in the Discord. Or if you're following me and subscribed, you'll see the notification if you turn your notifications on. But that's it for me. I'll see you all later. Bye, everyone.